Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump's swift rejection of Iran's response to a US peace proposal has sent oil prices surging higher. Days after the US floated an offer in the hopes of reopening negotiations, Iran released a response focused on ending the war on all fronts, especially Lebanon, where US ally Israel is fighting Iran-backed Hezbollah militants. Within hours, Trump dismissed Iran's proposal with a post on social media. The US had proposed an end to fighting before starting talks on more contentious issues, including Iran's nuclear program. Earlier, Iran submitted its response to a US proposal aimed at ending the war, sending it through Pakistani mediators. According to Iranian media, Tehran called the US demands excessive and illogical, saying the plan amounted to surrendering to Donald Trump. The media also reported that Tehran has made it clear negotiations will only move forward if they are in line with Iranian interests. A source cited by Iran's state-linked news agency rejected Trump's criticism of the response, saying no one in Iran drafts plans to please Trump. The source added that Iran's negotiating team must focus only on the interests of the Iranian nation. President Donald Trump says the United States is closely monitoring the site of Iran's nuclear materials and warned that any attempt to access it could trigger military action. During an interview aired on Sunday, Trump said the location was very well surveilled and claimed US forces would eventually secure the materials. He also claimed that Iran had been heavily weakened during the conflict, but insisted that Washington could still strike more targets if needed. US intelligence agencies believe Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, has been involved in shaping Tehran's wartime strategy and negotiations with Washington. The report, citing sources familiar with assessments, says Khamenei has remained largely out of public view after sustaining injuries during the conflict, but is still believed to be communicating through trusted intermediaries. Iranian officials, however, say he is recovering well and dismiss speculation about his health. US assessments also suggest Iran's military has been weakened by strikes, but retains operational missile capability, while senior Revolutionary Guard figures are managing day-to-day governance amid ongoing diplomacy with the US. Meanwhile, Iran's armed forces chief has reportedly briefed Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei on military readiness and received what state-linked media described as new guiding measures for ongoing operations. According to Iran's semi-official Fars agency, Khatam al-Anbiya Commander Ali Abdullahi told Khamenei that Iranian forces were fully prepared to confront any action by what he called American Zionist enemies. He warned that any mistake by Iran's adversaries would trigger a swift and decisive response. At least 39 people were killed in Israeli airstrikes across Lebanon, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry, as cross-border violence with Hezbollah continues, despite a reported ceasefire arrangement. One of the deadliest strikes hit the southern town of Saksakieh, killing at least 7 people, including a child. Another strike in Nabateh killed a Syrian man and his 12-year-old daughter, with reports of additional casualties in follow-up attacks. The Israel Defense Forces said it targeted Hezbollah operatives and infrastructure. Lebanon says more than 120 people have been killed in the past week alone, as clashes intensify along the border. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hopes to wean Israel off US military support within a decade as his country pushes to strengthen ties with Gulf states. He said in an interview that he wants to draw down to zero the American financial support, the financial component of the military cooperation. Netanyahu said Israel receives about $3.8 billion of US military aid a year. He added that it is absolutely the right time to possibly reset the US-Israeli financial relationship. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.